In today's video, I will be sharing with you 4 simple changes I made that enabled me to reverse type 2 diabetes in as short as 30 days. Yes, as short as 30 days, moving on from a dangerously high blood sugar reading of 523 to a healthy reading of 88 mg DL. Hello and welcome to Beat Diabetes Niger. My name is Mayomi Martins. I am a Nigerian and I am a certified diabetes educator, a certified naturopathic nutritionist, and a diabetes nutrition consultant. And all I do on this space is help you achieve healthy and stable blood sugar levels, as well as potentially put into remission type 2 diabetes. So without wasting much time, let's get into the business of the day. So the first thing I did to reverse type 2 diabetes in a short period as 30 days is to do away with all processed foods. And like I said earlier, I am a Nigerian. And for a long period of time, we have this belief, we have this notion that African meals, that Nigerian meals are so high in carbohydrates that they are not good for diabetes, because it's a common knowledge, it's a common thing among diabetes, as once you get diagnosed, the next thing the nutritionist is telling you here in Nigeria is that you should start eating majorly plantain and beans. Whereas all these are also carbs, but they are complex carbohydrates. That's what they won't tell you. But I want to tell you that I did not only limit myself to eating beans, to eating plantain. I ate other meals like hamala, like heba, like pounded yam, like cocoyam, like yam, all the African foods that you can mention, all the Nigerian foods in its old form. Those were the ones I ate, and that I was still able to reverse diabetes with it. So the only thing I did was to make do with processed foods, anything that is not in its natural state. Talk about all those canned foods, talk about breakfast cereals, talk about packaged foods, packaged meals, white bread, pastries, all those snacks, fried foods. Those are the things that I made do away with. Those were the things I abandoned. Those were the things I avoided. Anything that contains flour, white flour, anything that contains refined sugar, anything that contains gluten that is found in wheat products and all those types. Those were the things that I avoided. Second thing that I did was to start implementing intermittent fasting. I know this is not the first time you are hearing this, but the type I used was the simplest type possible, the simplest type ever, which was the 16-8 intermittent fasting. And this means that during the period of 24 hours, I'm only eating for 8 hours while I fast for 16 hours. Then this 16 hours of fast is so simple and easy to do because your sleeping hours are included. For instance, my eating window was between the period of 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You see, that's pretty easy to do. That means I'm still eating during the day while the day is bright. The only thing was that I wasn't eating at night and I didn't even feel it. And during this period of 8 hours, not that I was eating all through the 8 hours, no, I wasn't eating between meals. I had designated and particular time of the day that I ate. For instance, my breakfast, I would have it between 9 a.m. to 9:20 a.m. For lunch, I would eat between 12:30 to 1. That period of time between that 9:20 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., I wouldn't taste any other thing except to sip on water. No snack is entering my mouth, no matter how healthy it might be. I'm not eating any food. I'm not tasting anything that can spike my insulin levels. Then I would have my dinner again between 4:30 to 5 p.m. and I was done for the day. That's how I lived, and that's how I still live up till now. So what this does is that when you have a particular time that you are eating and you are not eating between meals, what it does to your body is that it helps to prevent your insulin levels from rising all the time. When you constantly eat, when you are eating all through the day, your insulin levels wouldn't have time to rest. They are always up, which is very, very dangerous. That is why you keep experiencing spikes and high blood sugar readings throughout the day. So this was the second thing I did. Then third thing that I did was to avoid all seed oils, all cooking oils, even the supposed healthy ones. Even olive oil I wasn't using. Talk about soybean oil, I was not using. Groundnut oil, I wasn't eating it. Canola oil, I stopped cooking with oil because studies have shown the link between saturated fat and insulin resistance. So I knew that as someone who was trying to bring my blood sugar levels down, I had to stay away from saturated fat. I wasn't taking butter, I wasn't taking margarine. Anything that contained saturated fats, in fact, I avoided it completely. Then the last thing that I did was to start engaging in light physical activities immediately after my meals. So after my breakfast, I'll engage in physical activities. And no, you don't have to go to the gym. You don't have to do anything serious or tedious. Something as simple as taking a walk. Studies have shown the benefits of walking even in as little as 10 minutes after each meal to help your body use up glucose more effectively and more efficiently. So on days where I couldn't go for a walk, all I did was to just engage in household chores like mopping my sitting room, mopping the floor of my house, sweeping. If I couldn't do that, I just put on music and I started dancing. Dancing, the aim is for your body to use up the glucose from the food you just ate and not to allow that glucose to just sit and start lingering on in your bloodstream, which is what is interpreted as high blood sugar. So you want your cells to use the carbohydrates, the starch, the sugar from the food you just ate, you use it immediately, effectively, so that you won't continue to experience a spike. And there you have it. These four lifestyle changes, although simple as they might be, if you are someone that is not used to the healthy lifestyle, it may sound so complex to you. But I want to tell you, they are so simple that if you could be able to do them consistently, you too can put your type 2 diabetes into remission. So which of these strategies have you done before? Let me know in the comments. And if you have not started, why not start today? And in as little as a week, come back to this video and write your comments to feed me back about, because I know you are definitely going to experience positive changes by implementing these simple changes that I mentioned. If this video has blessed you, has benefited you, please do well to give it a huge thumbs up, pass your comments and share it, because this is a new channel, so that the algorithm can push it to those that should see it. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, and I will see you in my next video.